"11 years back, when we launched the first Model United Nations conference hosted by the VIBGYOR School, I had a bunch of students who were young as 16 or 17. After having attended multiple conferences at Harvard, the Harvard MUN, and the MUN at Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania MUN, we decided it's time to launch our own conference. The first conference, we held it in our school at VIBGYOR High, Goregaon West, and we booked a banquet for the social night as well as the opening and closing ceremony. We grew from 110 odd participants and delegates, and we moved on to a new venue. We thought it's important for us to give our delegate an international feel in terms of how we conduct a conference of international stature. And so we moved on to one of the best five-star properties in Mumbai city, and we conducted the first conference there with more than 400 delegates from across 20-25 schools all across the country. That was a great time of students coming together to explore, to understand what is the Model United Nations all about. We wanted students to understand that life has a lot more to offer than just being in school and maybe having small debates. Get into a place where you could debate international, important world issues which otherwise might not find a place in your debates in schools. So they were debating things that adults would debate at much larger venues and conferences. So that's how we began. And the journey has been that we've completed 11 of them, and 2 of them in the online mode because of the unfortunate pandemic that set in 2020. The school that's been conceptualized at the Ampersand Group by the chairman, Mr. Kerawala. His vision is to have a school where students would be ready or prepared for a world that's fast changing. And I think, rightly said, the pandemic changed everything. Students who were out in the open were shut for the next, not hours, but hundreds of days in the 4 walls of their houses or places where they live. Everything changed 360 degrees. But over the years, we were building up our students to face the realities of life. But I must admit, we were not ready for something as abrupt as this. However, the intention of the Model United Nations Conference was to get students together to be able to live in a world or coexist in a world which may be very different from the world that they are in. When I say maybe the country, the locality, the language that they speak, to understand issues that are far more what they would read in their textbooks, maybe a geography or a history. So we had multiple programs running for the students. We had leadership programs running for them. We had social service engagements for them, which gave them different perspectives on the kinds of people that also inherited the same earth in which they live. It moved on to, and wasn't just limited to academics in those after-school activity programs, but also, the beach cleanup activities where they continue to engage with human, I would say, inhuman approach to nature and how much we have caused damage to them. So it was a reality check for them to come back to the classroom, discuss what they saw outside, and the conference was one great opportunity for them to in fact practice and debate with people who thought differently, at the same time engage them in conversations.